Good morning. So I already recorded an intro and stuff, but it's day 505 in my journey in making a full-length animated movie inside of Blender. And guys, today I am having, I'll be really honest, which is why I'm re-recording this. I'm having a really hard time. Not often I want to have it together. I want it to look like you know, am doing fine, and often often I am. I'm often I'm enjoying the journey. I want to be, I guess, but I'll be really honest. It's been hard. It's I tried to record like this a clip where I just talked through my honest thoughts and things, but I just ended up crying. I know how that sounds. It's ridiculous, but I'm paralyzed right now. I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. And then there's nothing about the filmmaking process that I just utterly just dislike. In fact, I enjoy almost every aspect. I can't think of one thing that I don't like doing. I enjoy everything from writing to filming to editing to, post-production stuff, which is editing or whatever. And here I am. I've spent every moment today just paralyzed. I don't know what to do here. You guys that you'll say things like, "Oh, I need help," and I do. I know I need help. I know, but the problem with that is, well, I don't know what that even means actually. There's nothing about this project that's complicated. It's all very simple things. One thing was happening and then another thing was happening. But the problem is, I don't know what those things are. I'm making this up as I go, and I feel like an absolute fraud half the time. And the other half of the time, I'm asking myself, why did I even do this? I feel like I'm the main character of the movie. In the movie I'm making, Betty feels like she has to be something extraordinary, maybe. And I kind of feel like that often. Well, not often. Maybe that's an underlying reason why I just feel this need to do something that, no one's done maybe. And maybe I guess it's a pride thing. And does that mean I shouldn't be making this movie? Does that mean that this is just inevitably a cursed project or something? I don't think so, but because I've seen so much blessing through everything so far, I feel like to quit now would be stupid. You know, what would I do? Well, I mean, honestly, what would I do? I think maybe my biggest problem right now is I'm trying too hard. I have all these expectations in my head that are ridiculous, and I feel like I'm supposed to be something or somebody, and I don't know what that is. I guess I need clearer goals for myself, and I need a good why. Sorry, the problem with doing this, the way I'm doing it, the vlogging at least, is that it's more real time. When I can stretch this out over a month or two, I can make a story arc, and even if I, completely break, which has happened so many times, honestly speaking, and I come to, the end of my rope, and I really am just like, why am I even doing this? I can then cut to a clip where I have resolved the problem, and when I'm doing this daily, it's a lot harder to do that. some days really are just bum days, I feel like, and I don't know how to fix that. This is the dream project for me. You know, there's nothing about the filmmaking process, and I was just saying this, but I'll re-say it because I didn't, it's not in this clip, but I love everything about the filmmaking process. I truly, I love it. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I mean, I love telling stories. I love the writing of the script. I love you know, the editing. It's all fun to me. I love it. But for some reason, I have this high expectation of myself. I have this high and lofty, ridiculous something. I don't know what it is that I feel like I have to achieve. And it's ridiculous. You know, how I say enjoy the journey. And if you're new, I'm sorry. This is an absolute catastrophe here, but uh, the reason I went with that phrase, I guess, or it's become the reason, I guess, is that I have a really hard time enjoying the journey. Every time I say that, it's because I actually have to remind myself, honestly speaking, to slow down and enjoy the journey. You know, I feel like time is flying by and I am doing nothing. I feel like I'm I'm gonna be I'm 19 right now and I'm going to be 20 years old in November. And that is scary to me, honestly speaking. I don't know what to do about that. And the more I think about it, the more terrifying it is. I feel like I'm supposed to have it figured out, and I definitely don't. Everyone's so supportive. Everyone, like I've had the amount of people who've like completely written me off for this project. I could probably count my fingers, you know. And for the amount of people who have heard of this whole thing is it's ridiculous, honestly speaking. Um, I should have a lot more people who are like, dude, you're an absolute idiot. Because I am. I am. And what am I, I'm honestly, what am I doing right now? Like, I'm just spending all my time trying to make some, like, movie that, like, what does that even mean? Do I even know it's a good movie? I, I personally am rewriting the script right now. If you guys have been watching the videos, you're fully aware of that. That stems from the fact that I'm never satisfied with the things I create. And that's a natural thing, honestly. We always see the gaping holes in everything we do. But there has to come a point where you just say it's enough, you know? I'm not at the point right now for some really great reason. I'm like, oh great. But like I've put in enough work in the rewrite to justify continuing it, which is funny because I've put enough work into this movie to justify not quitting. The more every day that I add to this project, you know, 500 days, 505 days today is another reason why I can't quit. Sometimes I feel like the best thing that could ever happen to me is to quit, you know? Because honestly, like, what am I doing? But then again, if I quit, what would I do? Well, like, am I just gonna make it? I quit, guys. Hey, day 5,000, I quit. You know, like, what? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what do I do then? Do I just start, like, do I just find a job and be normal and, I don't know, go to college and live my life? I don't know. What I'm doing right now, for one. I know it's concerning to see this side of things, but this is something that's gone through my head a million times throughout the last year, 2 years, 3 years. I've struggled with this. today has been extra hard because I turned on the camera today and I said, "Good morning, guys. It is day 505, and today I'm going to continue working on rewriting the script. Why is it so hard for me to just accept? And what am I doing wrong? I said kind of what I feel like." So yeah, there. Now I'm honest with you guys all the way. I'm a complete mess, but that's okay. And it's just another phase in the journey, right? At least that's what I tell myself. I feel like I'm narrating a video, honestly, or narrating my journey instead of just having a conversation or something. So I don't know what's going on with me, but I I guess I should just end this clip and then just put this in the rest of the video or something. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I feel like I need to make videos because it's one of the few creative outlets I have that I honestly really I enjoy doing these. I enjoy talking to the camera. I enjoy showing you guys and vlogging and things that I'm doing. And I hope that's not a narcissistic part of me, or I don't even know what narcissistic. Just a self-centered. I don't want it to be about me. Basically, is what I want to say. I yeah, I don't want this to be about me, and that's the problem with me doing these vlogs, which I enjoy. I don't know. I'm an absolute broken mess. As I guess basically what the whole point of this clip is, and yeah, that's nice. At this point, I do feel better today. I don't know what time it is right now, but it's probably like almost noon, and I just been hitting my head literally against the wall or my desk and just stress paralyzed. I used to have, school every day, right? And I was making these videos and I was, making a movie and all these things, and that was crazy and hard, and that was so hard, really. But I feel like I have no, I feel like I know. I feel like I have greater expectations of myself. I feel like now that I'm done with school, I should have this all figured out. I should know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I should be making money, and I'm not really making money. And I feel like I should have a great movie script, at least, and be on the path to be making a great movie, and I'm not. And that's okay. I have to keep telling myself that it's okay. It's just part of the journey. And I guess the question is, when do I know it's over? I think I can't remember if this is a vlog, a live stream, or a clip that I never used, or a conversation I was having with someone else, but I think I'll know when it's over. I think I'll know when the movie's done. But how far do I push my perfectionism? How far do I go down this path of insanity sometimes? I don't know. But at the same time, as a Christian, I have to be okay with the fact that maybe I'm not meant to finish this. And every day, I honestly, I maybe not every day, but I want to every day be able to just surrender and say, if this is not what I'm supposed to do, if this is not what I'm being called to do with my life, then then show me what else to do, I guess. But honestly speaking, this project, this making a movie, this filming, this vlogging, this whatever you want to call this journey, has been really blessed, honestly speaking. Like I've honestly I've seen so much growth happen, and maybe that's the whole point. Maybe it's just so that I can grow up. It's more of my coming of age story, I guess, than me making a movie, but I don't know. So, yeah, there. I was ultra honest there. I've ended this clip 10 times, and I guess now, guys, what I'm gonna work on, I know I just have to stop talking here and get to work because I don't want to just waste another day, right? I'll be honest again. I feel like often I wake up, I scramble to get some sort of game plan put together, and I then just am paralyzed by the fact that I have to now figure out how I'm supposed to do this. And then I spend like an hour, not an hour normally, but I spend all this time paralyzed by the fact I have to come up with some sort of plan to record so I can actually do something today. And that's not good. I need to stop doing that. So, their confession of mine, I guess. So, yeah, I'm an absolute broken mess, and that's okay. I've said that like 10 times now in this clip. So, I'm gonna get to work, and I don't know what I'm gonna work on. So, yeah. I guess maybe in hindsight, this clip is gonna be like, I don't know. So, see you guys later. Trying to enjoy the journey. And I don't feel bad for me, in the comments, please, seriously. Like, this is my own doing, seriously. And I guess I just want to be honest with you guys as much as I can be. I had an absolute pity party for myself earlier in a clip that I'm never gonna use that. I don't think, at least. Not in a long time, at least. And yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. So, all right, see you guys later. Actually, guys, you know what? I just had an idea. Maybe it would help me if I just made a overarching plan again. I've done this in the past, sort of, but for some reason, I just sometimes they gonna go south. So, but maybe if I just I don't know if this is a good idea, honestly speaking. I'm gonna try it. Honestly, I'm gonna try it. But basically, a timeline. So by November of not next year, for goodness sakes, Joshua, this year, I want to be here, and this is my plan to get there, and this is the deadlines for the different things, and but at the same time, I can't be stressed out about the deadline, so, but maybe that'll help me just do something and make me feel like I did something today, and maybe it'll actually help me get things done. That way I can have a checklist and things to do, and like, I need all these models created by X, Y, and Z, and so yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Let's get started, I guess. What am I gonna use? Well, we have Notion, we have Google Calendar. Oh, we have Excel. No, I don't know. I'll tell you guys what I use later. I have no idea what I'm gonna use, actually. Good afternoon. So it is yes, afternoon. It is precisely, let's see, 1:09, and at the computer here, and I have figured out what I'm gonna do here, I think. At least I hope this is what I'm gonna do. So I actually took a note card, and you can actually read that this time. It's concerning. And I kind of wrote down the different things I'll need to do to get to basically real production of this movie. Now, you can go down a long. It was supposed to cut into my face. There we go. It was slow. You can go to a long talk about when does production begin and when does pre-production end, and when does what is that process? But because I'm just a one-man show, I kind of make up I call the shots, right? So I just have to basically make it up. It doesn't really matter, honestly speaking, but either way it has to happen. So let's just get started, right? So one, I need to rewrite the script, okay? That is something I've committed to doing, okay? Like, whether you like it or not, it's happening. Okay, cool. So, rats. Sorry, the thing is lagging for some reason, which is really annoying. Actually, wait, if I go like this, then it'll work in real time. More or less, at least. I think. All right, cool. So then, and this is not like a linear process necessarily. I'm gonna create all the assets for the film. Now I've already been doing this for like the last dozen. I don't even know how long. At least 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's May for goodness sakes, Joshua. So at least probably a year. I'm gonna say it. Well, no, not a year. I don't know. Like a while. I've been making models and 3D models that are gonna end up in the final movie, Lord willing, hopefully, for a while. Like I've been doing that for a while. So that means creating all the characters, models and props, and environments and sets. So, everything you see must be made. That's pre-production, apparently. I don't know. That's what I'm just going to call it for now. And then I have to find the cast. So there's currently 15 characters. Have it on my whiteboard up there. Yes, I actually have a whiteboard right there and one behind me. Okay, I'm a psychopath, I know. And then I need to record all those vocal people. Part of that is going to be my family. Part of that might be you. I don't know. I'm open to a lot of input and stuff on like, oh, maybe someone wants to do it, or I don't know. It'll be its own journey, quite literally, and it'll have its highs and lows, and that is going to be a little bit more touchy, honestly, because the people are going to be watching the videos, and I'm like, yeah, that was really bad, guys. It'll be a little awkward. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. I honestly have no idea. Anyways, let's not go into that. And then I'm gonna block out all the animations. So basically previs 2.0, except with all the final models, all the final assets, everything. Everything's basically done except for the fact that it's not actually finished being animated. So, and lit probably. Well, I probably want to do some lighting then. So yeah, there's my super simple 1, 2. We're gonna skip that 3, 4, 5. My 5 steps making a movie. Pre-production wise, at least. So wow, that's super advanced, Joshua. Well done. But now I'm gonna go into Notion here, and I have it pulled up right here, and I'll make a full screen so I don't accidentally share a link, which would be awkward to get a whole bunch of collaborators. Nope, that was wrong. But well, that's concerning. OBS just like randomly cut out. So good thing I got that before I went down a long rant, I guess. But let's see. Yep, it's working still. That's interesting. All right, but yeah, this is my Notion plan thing. So yeah, I don't know what I was just saying, honestly speaking, because that kind of threw me off. But the idea is, yeah, every step basically write down in here, and then I can just like have a progress bar. Like, what's so cool? Excuse me. So is that gonna be helpful? I have no idea really, but I hope it will be. A lot. Like I really do hope it'll be helpful. So I'm gonna take what I have down here, like on my desk, all these beats and stuff for the movie, and try to turn them into something in here eventually. Probably not actually, because I don't want to actually. Well, I don't know. We'll see how detailed they want to go with this. And for people who are supporting me with Elite Server subscription, I really appreciate you guys, by the way, so much. I will I'll leave a link to this thing right here. There we go. So yeah, so that you can look at like my ridiculous thing and not my whole Notion thing, because there's some random things in there that are really dumb, probably. But yeah, as I add to this, I will share it. I'll try at least. We'll see. Share, right, click. So catch you guys later. Hopefully this will help me keep my sanity more. I didn't say all the way. Being a little insane is okay, right? All right, catch you guys later though, because I'm just gonna start talking for a long time, which is not what I want to do right now. Almost 2 o'clock. I don't know if you could even see me, but I've actually discovered that this is I maybe not. I can't be too confident. Don't get cocky, Joshua. But I do think this whole Notion planing things is gonna help actually, because I feel a lot better about things now. I've not figured anything out story wise or anything, but seeing like, okay, I have to do this, and then I can do this, then I can do this, then I can do this, and like I need to do the first thing to be able to do the last thing, but then there's also all these other things that I could be working on, is really helpful, and it's so hard to keep it all in your head. And I do like, I use Clockify, for example, to clock in like all my time, so I know exactly how much time I spend on everything. And I also realize that I now spend way too much time on certain things, which is like scary. But regardless of that, that isn't the same. And I do like the whole game plan thing. So like every day, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to work on. But I've kind of stopped doing like broader, I guess, like, okay, over the next month I want to work on, something large, like just a more general, like, okay, and then, in week one we're gonna work to aim to get to this point, and then week two, get to this, and then week three, aim to get to the final point. But if we need longer, we can, move it to week four or something, Um, I've tried that before, honestly, and normally I end up getting, oh my, bro, the door just slammed by itself because of the wind in here. We have all the windows open and it's windy outside, so that's fun. And yeah, sorry, gave myself a heart attack right there. Uh, yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying right there. Um, but yeah, I think you guys get the idea. And literally that door, I literally closed that door all the way and it just blew open. Very strong wind in here. Anyways, I'm pretty certain it's gonna storm like in the next dozen hours, which is nice and exciting. Summer storm, so scary. It's actually not even summer yet, but anyhow, I'll catch you guys later, and yeah, try to enjoy the journey more. Um, yeah, normally I wouldn't have recorded all this today. I would have just been like, okay, you know what, today is just the day I need to press on through. But um, well, hopefully this is a turning point. I know you're always gonna have a bum day, but yeah. Anyhow, see you later. So, this has been kind of probably a crazy day here. Whew. But I just had a call with my writer friend, and he actually gave me a really good tip, I think. We'll see. So there's something called, I don't know what that is, scene and sequel structure. But basically the scene sequel structure. Apparently it's called scene and sequel also. Apparently, according to Google, I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly speaking. But I'm gonna look into this. Now that I'm taking a step back from looking at everything I've written so far, every single scene is kind of reminding me of the first dozen tries I had at making this or writing this movie, which were really bad. Basically, I was going all over the place and didn't have structure, which this book helped a lot with getting that eventually. But what this book doesn't really go into is what happens in each scene. I feel like maybe, or at least maybe I skipped over that part. I don't know. Maybe probably is in there somewhere. But we'll see. So hopefully this helps. All right, good news, guys. I found a 45-minute video on basically demystifying. It says literally scene and sequel demystified. It's pretty awesome. But they they told me exactly what it means. It's basically action happens. So hey guys, my name is, that doesn't even make sense. But action happens, then there's a reaction, and then there's a new plan made. Look at that. Let's go. So what does that mean? Yeah, I'm gonna probably listen to the rest of this as I drive and pick up my sister. But yeah, catch you guys later, hopefully. So yeah, this is exciting, I think. I don't really necessarily actually, now that I think about it, know what this means. I mean, I understand it, but do I actually understand it? That's a good question. So we'll have to see. Good evening. It is the end of day 505, and today has been quite the journey. So I'm nice and whooped and tired, and I'm ready to be done for today. But that's okay. Hey, something to be thankful. The day is over, right? So tomorrow though, I am like kind of excited to continue working on creating a overarching game plan sort of. And I know I need to be really careful doing that because I do have this tendency to place unrealistic deadlines on myself, but at least then I know what I need to do. Right now, I'm just kind of wandering through this misty forest of unknownness, if that makes any sense, which is kind of concerning, really, honestly speaking. Okay, so, yeah, hopefully that'll help. Also, I'm in Faden, I'm gonna try to do the whole note card thing, because, right now I'm doing it, well, that's not even one of those, but so basically, that way I can clean up my desk, and, what I want to really figure out is that whole scene. What is it called? Yeah, scene sequel and structure. Scene and sequel structure. I wrote down just scene sequel structure because that's what I heard. But that's not the name of it. It's called scene and sequel structure. It's a thing apparently, and I want to learn more about this. I feel like honestly speaking, this is gonna be another like whoa, aha moment, kind of looking back on things. So hopefully that'll help me. you're supposed to have an action, a reaction, and then a new plan, basically. And I find myself like that happens a lot in real life. That's a good sign, you know, like story structure wise, you know, if it's realistic, it probably is a good thing, right? So like for example, in this video, you know, I had an action, then there was a reaction. Oh dear, what have I done? And new plan, literally sometimes. So basically I want to implement that in each scene. So I have to give the character a goal, you know, they want to go somewhere, and then they, you know, whether it goes great or really poorly. And then from that, they have to, you know, readjust their, you know, what they're aiming for. So that's the plan. Stan, the man. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure when that's gonna be. I might need to take a break or something from doing videos. I'm aiming not to, but like just for the sake of documenting the journey, I feel like I should keep doing videos. But we'll see. You know, I know I have to be okay with, you know, taking a break every now and then. So we shall see. And bye bye. Enjoy the journey.